Well, hello everyone, and how are you doing? I hope you are doing fine, and I think some of you are still away on holiday, right? Well, I am not anywhere on holiday like you all, but I'm here in Phnom Penh. I have a mission coming to Chatomok Secondary School in order to correct the grade 12 students' work. That is why I cannot have the real-time session with you on Google Meet. And once again, I am terribly sorry for missing the class too often. I got no choice beside recording the video of this unit. It's a unit 4 opinion essay for you all again. So I hope you are understanding and uh, taking time watching this video. Well, last weekend I remember I already introduced to you guys the definition of an opinion essay, and again you can go through it briefly well with the definition. An opinion essay, also known as an argumentative essay or agree or disagree essay, it is a formal piece of essay writing that presents the writer's opinion on a particular topic, supported by reason and examples. So, opinion essay can be called argumentative, agree or disagree essay. Um, in an opinion essay, the writer tries to convince the reader of a point of view on a controversial issue, something that people disagree about. Controversial issue mean the debating problem or the problem for debating when mainly people that something that people disagree about, and your goal is to convince your reader that your opinion is right. You have to take a stand on an issue, support your stand with solid reasons, and support your reasons with solid evidence. The goal of an opinion essay is to make or to persuade people to believe your opinion, and you can stand on only an issue, whether you support or do not support. You can't be neutral. Well, here are some examples of opinion essay topic. Let's see. TV is bad for children. Space exploration should be funded. The U.S. Declaration of Independence states that all men are created equal. Agree or disagree with this statement. Support your opinion with reason and example. So once you have any of this topic, you have to think whether you support or do not support. Which stand, are you on? TV is bad for children. Do you agree or disagree with this topic? If you agree with this topic, you got to persuade people to believe your opinion that TV is bad for children. For example, you need to find enough reason with enough evidence to support your stand. The next step of writing an opinion essay is to brainstorm an outline. Everyone, I would remind you that in our course, you are supposed to learn only a 3-paragraph essay. So in your in your essay, you just write a 3-paragraph essay only. In this unit, you will write a 3-paragraph opinion essay about an important invention or discovery. This is the theme of Unit 4. You just learn about What opinion I say about an important invention or discovery that has taken place in your time, yeah, uh, during your age or your generation. In opinion essay, we have the way to brainstorm. Normally, you have the two column or the three column table. In the middle column is the opinion, or we got the topic, and the other two columns are the agree and disagree column. For example, you got the topic TV is bad for children. So you place the topic here in the middle column, and no matter what you agree or disagree with the topic, you have to brainstorm the idea for both, both sides. If you agree, you have to think of the idea, and disagree, you also find the reason that you disagree. For example, in the agree column, you have what TV is bad for children. How is it bad for children? You agree, for example, that TV is bad for children. So we got what heart and eye, heart and eye health risk, negative behavior, emotional changes. This is if you are when you agree, and for disagree, I mean you do not support that the TV is bad for children. So what the idea is? Entertainment. TV can be an entertainment, for children. TV can be uh, a good for education, and also TV can encourage social participation. We still have some more, so brainstorm the idea as many as possible. But you got to do both column, agree and disagree, and then you can decide whether you totally disagree or agree with the topic. And here we come to number two, still number two, brainstorm and outlining, but 2.3. This is the hot point or important point of Unit 4. It is about the organization, or we call opinion. Opinion as a organization. Like the other essay, we have the introduction, but something different in the hook. See the hook? Introduces a controversial issue. Let me explain to you what controversial issue is. Controversial issue is the problem for debating or the problem for discussing. You see here, it may be a short story or an anecdote. You see here, a question can be also a question, a surprising statement, or facts that wants the readers to read more. But remember that the hook must introduce a debating issue or debating problem, and they can be what short story you can write the hook by using a short story, can be a question, a surprising statement, or fact that anything that you want the readers to read more. Okay, I got the example. This is from our book. Whether we realize it or not, space exploration has changed our life in dramatic way. This is a surprising statement. Last week I noticed that my son had a bad cold. This is a story. Istanbul, whose population has already exceeded 15 million, has a big network of public transportation. This is a fact about Istanbul. An example for some Canadians may think that the death penalty is an appropriate punishment. Yeah. An example five, nowadays more and more people are affected by health issues such as diabetes and health disease, which are linked to overconsumption of cheap mass product food. This is a fact. And they are all the controversial issues, for they are all the controversial issues for discussing. And next we move to the background. So what do we write in the background of an opinion essay? Background is explain the issues with details about the history or the people involved, what they want or how it affects them. And as I have already explained to you previously, the background information give more information or to support the topic sentence of the or because it support the hook, of the introduction. We have the example here. Whether we like it or not, space exploration has changed our life in dramatic ways. So let's see how the background support, the hook. People have walked on the moon, and robots have traveled to Mars. This exciting event create history, but they are also important because they have provided many practical benefits for humans here on the earth. So this information is the background and it support the hook here. Example 2. Istanbul, whose population has already exceeded 15 million, has a big network of public transportation. You see here how it supports the background. In addition to the classical services of bus, yeah, tram, subway, and ferry boat, people in this big city have been using metrobus as a mean of public transportation since 2007. This is how it supports what a big network of public transportation. Okay, and move to the next thesis statement. Yes. So how do we write the thesis statement of an opinion essay? Everyone at the end of thesis statement is at the end of at it is the last sentence or it stay at the end and it present the writer point of view. You see, state the topic and your opinion clearly. Thesis of an opinion essay is at the end of it is the last sentence, in the introduction. It presents the writer point of view. Whether you agree or disagree, yeah, it states clearly. Yeah, you see here, state the topic and your opinion clearly. Whether you agree or disagree to the controversial issue or to the topic. Let's look at the example here. Istanbul, whose population has already exceeded 15 million, has a big network of public transportation. In addition to the classical service of bus, tram, subway, these are all the background information that we got here. What I underline here is called the counterpart. It has always been a matter of discussion whether metrobus is an effective means of transportation for Istanbul. This is the counterpart, yeah. And then what I highlighted here is the thesis statement. As far as I'm concerned, metrobus is not an effective solution to the public transportation system of Istanbul. So you disagree with the idea that what metrobus is an effective means of transportation for Istanbul. It states clearly what about your stand, whether you agree or disagree with the topic. Okay, hope you got it. After the introduction, like the other essay, you guys have the I missed something here. This is some expression that you guys can use in the to state your thesis. You see here in giving your opinion in the thesis. You can use what in my opinion, as I see it personally, or personally I think, I believe that, I feel very strongly that, to my mind. You see here, you also have what I completely or strongly agree or disagree. You can use this in section here. this expression. I'm sorry. It seems to me that it is clear that I think, I feel, I believe that as far as I'm concerned, personally, you can use any of this in to state your thesis statement. Okay, no, it doesn't work. Yeah. Okay. Before I move straight to the to the body paragraph of an opinion essay, I would also like to introduce you guys to how to write the introduction of an opinion essay in IL, in the IL test, which is a little bit different to the opinion essay introduction that I have introduced here. So you can see here IELTS essay introduction for an opinion essay. But in an IL exam, to write an introduction for an opinion essay, just a bit shorter than what I have just taught here. So how? You guys write one statement, paragraphing. You see here, paraphrasing. It should be write one statement. It should be paraphrasing, not paragraphing. I'm sorry. Paraphrase the information given. This will be your background statement. So this means that you don't have to have any other hook. You just start by writing the background information directly. And how do you write that background information? You just paragraph. You just paraphrase. I'm sorry, paraphrase. You just paraphrase the information given, or you just paraphrase the topic given, or we call the controversial issues for discussing. And paraphrasing this information, the paraphrasing or the paraphrase information that you paraphrase is the background statement. So you do not have to start with the hook like the normal opinion essay writing I have just explained. Next step, introduce your answer in thesis statement. The thesis statement follow the background statement. It should contain your answer and your main point. Again, the first thing is to paraphrase the information, not paragraphing. I'm sorry, to paraphrase the topic, and the topic that you have paraphrased will become the background. The background of the topic. And after paraphrasing and having the background of the topic, you can start by writing the thesis statement directly. You see here. Look at the example. Here's the topic or the information given. Every one of us should become a vegetarian because eating meat can cause serious health problems. This is the topic or the information given. To what extent you agree or disagree? So, do you agree or disagree with this topic, right? So, how can we write the introduction of such topic in an IL test? Look at this. The first thing is to paraphrase this word from everyone to serious health problem. You paraphrase this. Eating meat is considered by some by some to damage our health, and for that reason they believe that all people adopt should adopt a vegetarian diet. Yeah, this is the background information, right? Okay, background information. And then you start the thesis. In my opinion, although the vegetarian diet is certainly a healthy opinion, having a balanced diet which contains vegetable and some healthy meat is a key. You see here? This is how to write the introduction in an IELTS test of opinion essay, because it does not waste of time. Okay, and next we move to the body. Okay, so I'll show all the information here. Well, like the other academic essay writing, the body paragraph contain the topic sentence and controlling idea that support the writer main argument in the thesis. You see here? I remind you, in the body, you just write only one paragraph, because here you are learning how to write a 3-paragraph essay. So don't write more than one paragraph in the body. First thing is the topic sentence, you see, which has controlling idea that support the writer main argument in the thesis. And you have what the following sentence support the topic. If you got to support the sentences with the reason, fact, and explanation to have the reader understand the writer point of view. But don't forget, uh, in an opinion essay body, you must have what? An opposing opinion. Look at this. The body paragraph often includes a statement that describes the opposing opinion, and this can be called counter argument. Okay, the writer then argue against the counter argument. This is called a refutation, the act of saying that a person or statement or an opinion is wrong. Again, in the body paragraph, you include the idea that supports your stand, but you also need to have to have an opposing opinion or from the opponent. Yeah, you just write one or two sentences about the other opponent opposing opinion. Yes, which is called counter argument. And then, yeah, after you state this opposing opinion, you have to fight back. You have to what? You have to write. You have to argue against this counter argument. Okay, you will have the example of what the opposing or the counter argument looks like. In the next example. Everyone, again, refutation is the act of saying that a person or a statement or an opinion is wrong. Yeah, first you write down somebody or the opponent opposing opinion, and then you fight that back. Yeah, you fight against that opponent. Okay, in the refutation, the writer point out weakness in the counter argument and show how its own argument is stronger. You have to fight back, or you have to write an argument against the opponent by proving them that their opposing opinion is not good or strong enough. Okay, so look at the example. My God, it doesn't work. Okay, I have the example here. Body paragraph. This is another form to make you better understand. Body paragraph. You discuss reason from your thesis, and begin a topic sentence that remind the reader of your opinion. Introduce the reason that we'll discuss in that paragraph. For example, first, the internet is good for democracy because it lets citizens exercise their freedom of speech. And then you explain how internet is good for democracy. See, you explain the logic of the reason, provide example, fact, and statistic. Counter argument. You see here, counter argument. If you mention the counter argument in the thesis, briefly summarize it. This is how to write the counter argument. You might ask, teacher, how can I get the idea of the counter argument? The counter argument is from, you know, it can be from your thesis, it can be from the topic. I can move back a bit here to the example. You can restate this. Oh my god, it's so low, yeah, quite slow. Okay, it doesn't work. It's very slow, yeah. Let me show counter argument here. Okay, let's see here. It has always been a matter of discussion whether Metrobus is an effective means of transportation for Istanbul. You can restate this. Some people say, or some people support that Metrobus is an effective means of transportation for Istanbul, for example. And then in the counter argument or the opposing opinion, you can, restate this sentence. You can include this sentence, and then you you got to find the idea to fight back or to argue that uh, Metrobus is not an effective means of transportation for Istanbul. Yeah, just one or two sentence. Yeah, to fight back. Okay, go back. Yeah, it's very slow. I don't know why. Okay, see here. Okay, yeah, the okay. So you guys can see the example here. Oh, yeah, this is another example. If you mention the counter argument in your thesis, briefly summarize it in a body paragraph, then rebut or disapprove it using logic or evidence. Use a press like those below when discussing the counter argument. Some people feel that this is the phrase or the expression which is used to introduce the counter argument. Some people feel that, many think that, opponents say that, or some researcher argue that. Yeah, you can use this to start your counter argument. Okay, this is the example. I started from our book. Yeah, okay, so what I highlight here, the yellow one is what? The yellow one is the counter argument, or we call the opposing opinion. So you can read from the top here. These are all the information in the body paragraph. Yes, sir. Important or space program can be seen in the technology we use every day. Okay, and these are all the supporting idea, and the highlighted one, the yellow one, is the counter argument, or we call the opposing opinion. Even with all these advances, some people say that space exploration is an expensive luxury that take money away from important programs such as health, care, and education. Well, if you do not have the counter argument in the thesis, you can select one. Yeah, you can choose one. Or you choose your own one from the, we call the drawback of the space. Just one idea about the drawback or about the disadvantages of space exploration, and then you argue. You argue again that this is the pink one is the reputation, or what you prove that the opponent opinion here is not correct. However, if they consider how space technology has improved life on Earth, they would see that space exploration is actually important to civilization. So you don't have to write too long. Just two, yeah, just one or two sentences in the opinion, in the opposing opinion, part, and you can fight back or you can argue just only one or two sentences also. You don't have to write wrong, then that depends on the time, because you include all in just one body paragraph, so expressing too many idea will be too long, for your short essay. Just hope you guys have learned something from this. And the last part of organization is the what conclusion. In the conclusion of the opinion, I say you guys just restate the writer opinion. Restate the writer opinion. You just restate your opinion. Yeah. But often using different or more persuasive language. You try to paraphrase. You see, try to paraphrase your opinion. Opinion. It can be from what Daisy statement, yeah, or some information in a body paragraph. But try not to use the same old word you have written. You can paraphrase them. Okay, paraphrase those ideas. It may also offer warning, uh, a prediction, or other type of comment that reinforce the writer point of view. This is the last part. Yeah, the last part of your conclusion. You can also include the warning, can be the prediction or other type comment, but it doesn't mean that you include all. Just can be a prediction, it can be warning. You can look at the example here. Space exploration create need for technology advances. Later, disadvantages are used in other ways that help people. Wonderful new inventions such as satellite and computers are just beginning, right? This is you summarize, the what your supporting opinion. Yeah, your supporting opinion from uh, the body, the body paragraph, and the final note. You can include what this one. We include what a prediction. So in the future, space exploration will provide useful and amazing new invention that we cannot even imagine in the present. Okay, and that's all for the organization of an opinion essay writing, and I hope you learned something. Yeah, you watch. Don't forget to watch this video. And if you don't understand, you can text me. And ask more about how to write the whole opinion essay writing. Okay, thank you for watching.